Hey, I don't care about you. It's Friday. I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. On Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday. I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sundays always comes too late, but Friday never hesitates. I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday's, Wednesday's heart attack, Thursday never looking back. It's Friday. I'm in love. You know, Frank Sinatra used to be in love on Saturday nights, 2 or 3 times a night, I hear. But The Cure, I guess they preferred Fridays. Monday, you can hold your head. Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. What is this, a hobo schedule? On Thursday, watch the walls instead. It's Friday. I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. But Friday never hesitates. Dressed up to the eyes, it's a wonderful surprise to see your shoes and your spirits rise. Who looks at their shoes? Throwing out all your frown and just smiling at the sound, as sleek as a shriek spinning around. Always a big bite, it's such a gorgeous sight to see you eat in the middle of the night. You can never get enough. Go on a diet, eat enough of this stuff. It's Friday, I'm in love. I don't care if Monday's blue, but before Monday was black. Tuesday's gray and Wednesday's too. Monday needs to go to the doctor. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday can fall apart. Well, it sounds like they are. Tuesday, Wednesday, who gives a damn? Hump day. Break my...
It's the anti-checker.
We will return to your scheduled programming shortly, or we are currently experiencing technical difficulties.
Hey guys, Michael J. Crawford, the Anti-Checker here, and you're probably wondering why I haven't turned on the camera yet. That's because I want to be very clear about something. I told Bird during his live stream just a little while ago that my shirt was more patriotic than his shirt, and so you are about to see absolute proof of that fact. How can you get more patriotic than Beavis and Butthead in the flag? Come on, come on. A true American creation, born in Texas, Beavis and Butthead. Happy Independence Day to all my American friends, and happy You're Welcome Day to everybody else. Also, I do have one. Well, let's wait and see. I don't know if Dr. Alex is going to make it. I'm hoping he does, because I have a special message for Dr. Alex from... Oh, there he is. Okay. So, Dr. Alex, I know that since today is, in fact, your birthday, I have something special for you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Dr. Alex.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go, Dr. Alex. A very special birthday song from Mrs. Auntie Trekker. So, happy birthday, Dr. Alex. I'm sorry that your birthday happened to fall on Independent. Oh, what's it? Dr. Alex is calling on the phone. Well, let me put it on speakerphone here.
Hey everyone, Dr. Alex here. I just want to say thank you to Auntie Trekker for being such a great friend on my birthday. I also want to say that I think Star Trek Discovery is the best show ever and that it was a great idea for America to rebel since we Brits are a bunch of jerks with sticks up our butts. And just so you know, when I say sticks up our butts, I am not speaking figuratively. Even as I speak, I have a 172 centimeter stick rammed right up my Big Ben hole, if you know what I mean. Good day. Haw haw haw.
Okay, Dr. Alex, that was a little weird, but yeah. So, all right, so, man, let that go for way too long. So, was first in the house. Thank you so much. And Night Breeze is here. Bruce is here. Rambling Canuck is here. Alex Brooks is here. Not Ryan Johnson is here. Trolita says, I have fun giving all my British friends crap on July 4th. Very good. BIRDOPREY, of course, is here. Commander Shran is here. Kronos is here. Richie Poole is here. Yosef puts €2 in and says only cash counts as first. And that's why we played number 23 right at the beginning of this stream. Now, there was a little discussion about the opening credits song that was playing today. BIRDOPREY was saying that I asked him to sing. Yeah, but unfortunately, that's what you gave us. I thought you were going to sing, but, you know, that's all right. I understand. So The Cure, who ordered it? It's a fantastic. Actually, The Cure is Mrs. Auntie Trekker's favorite band. So that's why. And I asked Bird to sing it for her because she loves that song. And Vile Mike is upset because he didn't get a notification for Bird's stream. That's why, Vile Mike, you and everybody else that enjoys our stream should be on antitrekker.com. BIRDOPREY is listed in the Certified Nerds, and you can get notifications from the website whenever he goes live. That way, if YouTube fails to notify you, then hopefully our website will. I wonder what kind of store would play this version. I don't know, Hector. That's a good question. Mike Richards is here from Columbus, Ohio, as usual. Good to see you, Mike. Night Breeze says Happy Independence Day. Trolita is laughing. Kronos, J-Roar, and Trolita all love, I assume, the song. Dr. Alex says, hello, Auntie Trekker. My internet seems flaky at the moment, but hopefully I can stay with you, and thank you. You're more than welcome, Dr. Alex. Not Ryan Johnson says yes. Tiki says, not gonna lie, it's a pretty good shirt. Yes, I love this shirt. Mrs. Auntie Trekker, actually, I didn't even think of it, but Mrs. Auntie Trekker dug this out just for me to wear today for you guys. So, and Vile Mike says, I need teepee for my bunghole. Very good. So, shut up, Beavis. I can't do butthead where the darn, but yeah, fire. I can do Beavis okay. More patriotic than Beavis and Butthead, George S. Patton comes to mind. Well, only if George S. Patton was wearing the American flag. Dewey, Chewy, and Huey Stooges t-shirt, does that count as patriotic? Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Oh, God, why would I say Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe Stooges t-shirt, does that count as patriotic? Only if they're wearing an American flag. Night Breeze says, happy birthday to Dr. Alex. Well, you could be like the shirt, sipping Black Rifle coffee and wearing his gun-style shorts and t-shirt. That isn't just for today. That's for any day ending in the letter Y. Very good, Bruce. Trolita says, happy birthday. Dr. Alex says, woohoo. Which doesn't seem in character for Dr. Alex. No, I mean, no offense, Doctor, but you don't seem the woohoo kind of guy. You seem more like, bravo. You know, that's Sorry. Bruce is pointing at himself saying, serious patriotism. Larry says, insert name here. Says, that made me tingly. Okay. Mrs. Auntie can sing bird. Well, yeah. Very special version for Dr. Alex. Yes, that's exactly right. I'm wearing a black t-shirt with my name on it because I'm supposed to be working. Is that patriotic? Well, it's kind of weird, but you know, and it does suck when you have to work on a holiday like this, but you know what? It's capitalism, so that makes it patriotic. Dr. Alex is very convincing. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Is that the computer from War Games speaking? No, actually, that's just a website I found that's called onlinetonegenerator.com. So, yes. And let's see. Man, these deep fakes are getting too good. Did you know that... Wow. By the way, if the stream suddenly ends at some point, it's because we have a massive thunderstorm going right now. So hopefully, little Auntie gets scared of thunder, so she's okay right now because she's in her little bed next to me. She feels relatively comfortable there, but you know, we can't. We tried to go outside and she completely freaked out. So hopefully the storm won't cut off our power, but if it does, you'll know why. It probably wasn't Google or CBS. Tiki says, man, these deep fakes are getting too good. Did you know that both Thomas Jefferson and John Adams passed away on the 4th of July? I did. It sounds very British to me and legit. It should. It was him. Stephen Hawking would be jealous of Dr. Alex's accent. He absolutely would have been, because Stephen Hawking hated the fact that his voice box had an American accent. Kurtzman has at least 10 Star Trek shows planned. Yeah, we'll see how many. Remember how many movies Warner Brothers had announced for their DC Extended Universe? We'll see how many of those shows get made. Captain Foley, Trek Yards is in the house, says Happy America Day. Thank you so much, and I hope you had a great whatever you guys do on Canada Day. But thank you for joining us, Captain. Dr. Alex, maybe you should see a different doctor for that rectal stick condition. No, you have to understand, Vile. That's just the British way. They all do that. So that's just the way that they do things. Everyone knows I actually sound like Dr. Lazarus. Did Joshua finish the super chat? He did, but he just finished it, so I don't have the audio done yet. So unfortunately, I was hoping to have it ready today for your birthday, but we'll have to wait until tomorrow when I can get the sound done. Trekyard says, am I on antitrekker.com? You mean in the certified nerds? I think you are. I'm not 100% sure. You should be. Bird is, I believe, is Trekyard's listed as a certified nerd in there. Mecha Random is also here. Good to see you, ma'am. I hope you are having an excellent Independence Day. Kurtzman had planned Star Trek Shore Leave, which is a fantasy island set on Risa. That sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely horrible. California Uber allies came true. Not sure what you mean there, Tiki. You know that I'm on antitrekker.com. I left my phone in the car while working. Uh-oh. Well, you shouldn't do that. Hector says, happy 14.665.443.221, comma, 411 years from the Big Bang. Well, except that you put 14.665.443.221.411 years. So it's a little more than 14 years. I'm sure you meant 14 billion. Night Breeze says hi to Mecca and Trek Yards. Yes, good to see you. And, let me see here. So, thinking about Dr. Al. Hey, Doctor, do me a favor, if you're still on the phone there, just say what you put in the chat and see.
Everyone knows I actually sound like Dr. Lazarus.
Well,
Everyone knows I actually sound like Dr. Lazarus.
You do sound kind of like Dr. Lazarus. And so Chris throws 5 fake Canadian dollars in there. If only cash counts, will that include these Canadian fake dollars? They do, Chris. Every dollar counts. Even the fake Canadian ones, and even the fake Australian ones. Patton was the American flag personified. Oh, okay. I don't know that much about him, to be honest with you. I know that they made George C. Scott was in the movie. Hi, Captain Foley, 46 minutes to go. Not sure what that means. Nothing more American than working at Walmart today. That's true. Life with Matthew says no notification. Yeah, it seems like that happens. Luke says, hooray, happy Independence Day for all you darn British Americans. From them darn British Americans. All right. John DeMarco's here, says, hi again, all. How you doing, John? Larry says, 5 Canadian says equals $3.83. Yeah, well, you know, that's about, if you figure that's what a Canadian is worth, you know. Doggo sheep sleepo? Doggo sleepo? Yeah, oh, you mean, yes. Auntie is snoozing right now, which is good, because if she heard the thunder, she'd be freaking out. The anti-cam is great. I'm glad, yeah, if you guys like having the anti-cam here so you can see Auntie as she spends 90% of her day sleeping, that's fine by me. And let's see, 22 years ago, I was a 19-year-old working at Walmart. I vowed never again. And today, you are a 41-year-old working at Walmart? Thunderstorms, natural fireworks. Yeah, I actually like watching thunderstorms, but Auntie is a very, very timid dog, and so she gets very, very scared. So hopefully she doesn't notice too much. Let's see. Hopefully the stream doesn't cut out. John Campia's stream cut due to an earthquake. Well, is there a significant earthquake in California? I have not been paying attention to the news because this morning I was putting the finishing touches on the Galaxy Quest review. And then I hung out with Mrs. Antichecker for a little bit, and we watched BIRDOPREY's stream together because I knew that Bird was going to sing that song for her. But no, I didn't hear this. So was there actually an earthquake today? And I hope it's not too serious. Happy Treason Day, all, says James. This, the day we celebrate humble farmers kicking the crap out of an oppressive empire. One nation under God with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much, James. I do appreciate it. Larry says, we the people. Or Ebe Plabnista. BIRDOPREY says, yes, good. So Trek Yards, you are on the list. And I assume Mecca is as well. Hey, Mecca, nice seeing your bouncy self here. I'm not going to even count. Darth Maul says, California earthquake, who done felt it? Well, California earthquakes are not exactly rare, but at the same time, you know, big ones are. So, and if it was big enough to knock Campy off the air, I mean, I don't know if Campy was just, you know, hiding under his desk or if there was actually a problem. I know he lives in the LA area, but that's all I really know. All right, so Auntie must have had some tough times if she is a hound that's afraid of thunder. My beagle likes fireworks, thunders, and barks at sounds with excitement. Yeah, I think that we don't know. I mean, we rescued Auntie just a few days, you know, last Friday, so almost a week, and I definitely get the feeling that something bad happened to her. I don't know if she was abused by a former owner or what, but she is very, you know, she gets very scared very easily. And yeah, that's not typical for beagles. She also doesn't bark at all, which is also not typical for beagles. Larry says, Omega Glory, good speech, good for today. It absolutely is. I want to see Trump fireworks show. I didn't know he was doing one. Dr. Alex says, Luke, bonjour. I love the way the U.S. always celebrates my birthday. So lavish. You know, why am I trying to speak for Dr. Alex when he's sitting there right now on the phone with us? So what was that, Doctor?
Bonjour. I love the way the U.S. always celebrates my birthday so lavishly.
Well, you know, I understand you think that's what we do, but we don't. That was my show pitch. I saw it on Midnight's Edge last year. If he steals it, I will beat him with my riding crop. Well, I won't steal it because I certainly don't want to get beaten by your riding crop. I can't tell the difference. Magic, I tell you. If they get someone as smooth a voice as Ricardo Montalban, for the Star Trek Fantasy Island show, I'd give it a go. I just don't like the idea of it being Star Trek. Okay, Beginning of Patton film is classic. Never seen it. Hi, one for the critic who likes, let's see. Hi from one critic who grows liking your channel to Mecca. And it will be the biggest, largest fireworks show ever in the history of our nation. There will be another Trump-like, there will never be another Trump-like fireworks display. It's going to be so bright and beautiful. You know, that sounds exactly like how Trump himself would describe it. Darth Maul says, Happy Independence Day. I hope everyone else in the chat, regardless of geography, is having a wonderful day. That's a nice way to put it. And Dr. Alex says...
My voice is a little deeper, a little less Marty McFly.
Well, that doesn't sound like Marty McFly to me, Dr. Alex. Let's see. Good to know, Antraker. At least Canadian is worth that extra 5 US pennies. Yes. Oh, man. Okay, back to work. We'll check to see if you're still on an hour or two when I'm done. Probably won't be. This is not going to be a super long stream or anything. I mean, it is Independence Day. I know I'm doing the stream earlier than I typically do on a Thursday, and that is quite frankly because me, Mrs. Antraker, Joshua, Auntie, and Puka are all going to hang out. And since it's raining, we're not going to barbecue or anything, but we're going to have some chili cheese dogs and watch the Terminator 2, because Joshua has not seen that one yet. He saw Terminator for the first time a couple of weeks ago. And so we were one vote away from having our Constitution written in German. Well, I'm sure that you're disappointed by that, Bruce, but, you know, that would be bad. Miss Anthroponies in the house says, Happy the British Lost Day. Absolutely, I'm so glad they did. I blame your lot that uses "and" the wrong way. Okay. Not sure what you mean there, Hector. Well, back to works. Have a great 4:30. All right, Night Breeze. Take care. Jolan True hot dog today. My cat is doing the same thing as Auntie Dog. Cats, that's all they do. Auntie needs a Thunder shirt. We considered getting one for her, but I don't know. I mean, you have to understand, she is really kind of, I don't know that I think it would have just been a waste of money, to be honest with you. I wouldn't put it past Kurtzman to steal it. I wouldn't put it past Kurtzman to steal pretty much anything. 6.4, a 6.4 is enough to where you notice, but not enough to where you would freak out. I'm kind of surprised that Campy was knocked off the air if it was just a 6.4. Now, 6.4 on the East Coast would be devastating. But that's because on the East Coast of the United States, buildings are not built to be earthquake-proof. So, Kiss says, 41-year-old, but not at Walmart. Now I work for Herman Schmeckelbeck. What? Horrible of you. Mr. Miles is in the house, says, what have I missed? Well, you missed Mrs. Anti-Trekker singing Happy Birthday to Dr. Alex. You missed BIRDOPREY singing The Cure. And you also missed Dr. Alex explaining that Brits like to have sticks up their butts. That's pretty much it. Chrono says 6.4 earthquake in a low populated area. My grandpa drove Patton during World War once. He said he was extremely nervous. I would be too. 6.3 on the Richter scale. Okay. Humble farmers, says Luke. During the war, of course, Mecca is 2. Mecca is 2. Oh, yeah, on the list. Okay. Thank you, Bird. Humble plantation owners. Still not sure what you're talking about, Luke. Darth Maul says, I'm in California. The earthquake was in Mojave and was 6.4, felt out as far as 150 miles from the epicenter. Yeah, that's... wow, it was in the Mojave. Why in the world was Campion... What, did he just, like, freak out and cry and turn off his computer? Mr. Londell says, are we caring about Campia now? No, I was just kind of surprised that if his show was knocked off the air because of an earthquake, I wanted to know how strong the earthquake was. But it was a 6.4 out in the Mojave Desert. Why does that make Campia go... Whatever. Is your dog in the corner? Hope they're okay. No, she's right here. She's actually, you see, if I slide the chair over, she's right here. Kronos heard that, I assume the thunder. It was about Kurtzman possibly stealing my show idea, Fantasy Island Risa. Oh, well, if he does, then you should document it and sue the crap out of him, Mecca, and then maybe we can get him to stop producing stuff if we just sue him out of existence. I think that's what we need to do. Khan's Fantasy Island, Trek Island. Yeah, see, if you're going to do it, you need to get Ricardo Montalban to reprise his role as Khan. Welcome to Fantasy Island, where I will make you suffer. This is Tattoo. That would be awesome. Daniel says, happy 4th of July. Thank you, Daniel. Watching Terminator 2 just as the founding fathers intended. Yes, because what says America better than watching an Austrian? Yeah, well, what can I say? I wasn't sad about us not having rules written in German. I'm sure we would have messed up the grammar in that language too. You're probably right. I predict a Terminator appearing in a super chat in the near future. We'll see. It depends on how much Joshua likes it. Although I would encourage him to do that. Mr. Miles just says, anti-trekker. And then he says, and yes, I did feel the earthquake. I lived in Cali my whole life and never felt anything like it. I didn't even know about it until I heard you talking about it. I thought I was taking a bad aspirin. Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I grew up in California, and I've been in several significant earthquakes. And like I said, a 6.4, I don't know why people would freak out about that. Unless it was a foreshock to something bigger. In which case, been nice knowing you, Mr. Miles. And let's see. I can translate the Constitution to German if there's a need for it. I don't think there ever will be, Joseph. Well, John Kempe is Canadian, so, well, that's true. So, the earthquakes probably scare him. Luke says 1763, getting rid of the French. 1776, getting rid of the Brits. 2016, getting rid of the Democrats. Oh, man. But don't worry, in 2020, well, actually more likely in 2024, getting rid of the Republicans. In Spanish, comma separates thousand, or a period separates thousands, and a comma the decimals. Really? Well, guess what, Hector? I'm not Spanish. You're in America right now. Well, you may not be, but I am. And so that's what counts. Because reasons. Miss Anthro says, knowing we could have been turned German is a really weird, fun fact to learn. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird to think that we could all be speaking German right now if things went a little different. Hey guys, happy 4. Thank you, Chief. Happy 5 to you. Ricardo has been dead for a while. Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying that that's the way they should have done it. Besides, Kurtzman could just... The way Kurtzman is, why not just dig up Ricardo Montalban's body, prop him up against the wall, and rig a string to his mouth to open and close it while somebody else does a cheap imitation of Khan's voice. I mean, the way that he is raping everything else Star Trek, why the hell not? Why not just literally start digging up the graves of dead Star Trek actors because you've already ruined it all in every other conceivable way? Have you seen the picture where they brought a blow-up tattoo onto the set of Star Trek 2? I have not, England. Welcome to Fantasy Island. I don't usually drink beer, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. Yes, John is Canadian. I did know John was Canadian, but yeah, I just didn't think of it just now. Trek Viewer says, Kurtzman would steal his own mom's Social Security check. Yes, and then try to sell false patents to his mother. I fail to understand why I would be wanting to sell falsified patents to my mother. I wasn't freaking out, but I never felt the ground move in the way it did. And yes, it's kind of scary seeing how close the Mojave is to the San Andreas fault. Well, that's the one thing I'd be worried about. If there was a big San Andreas earthquake, I mean, for real, Mr. Miles, that's part of other than the fact that California is Batwoman crazy overall, and the tax situation and the real estate situation. But even if you got rid of all that, I wouldn't move back to California because of the San Andreas fault. Bird had some fantastic fireworks behind him during the live stream. I'm just saying. Well, I have some fireworks. Jeez. What's wrong with those? Austria was successful in killing decades ago. Okay. And what was that? Oh, no, it's just no, don't even know what that was. 2024, eh? That'll be the year that Ivanka Trump versus Alex AOC. Fun times. That would be a horrific election. Oh, man. It's the same thing in French, too. 100,000 is just 100. And grinning. Not sure why. Andre is here from Bosnia. Good to see you. Why not use Cumberpatch? Well, yeah, I mean, why not? That would be right up Kurtzman's alley since he already cast Cumberbatch to play Ricardo Montalban. Why not have him host their Fantasy Island show? When Trump's parade started today. Okay. Because even dead Carlos Montalban would kick Kurtzman's arse. Well, yes. Benedict Cumberbatch was enough of an insult to the character of Khan. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Cumberbatch did a bad job. I think he was poorly cast, but I don't think he did a bad job in the role. Kurtzman is watching right now thinking, Ricardo Montalban was on Star Trek? You're probably right. I wouldn't put it past Kurtzman to recreate a character such as Khan with CGI like they did with Tarkin in Rogue One. I don't think they would. And let's see. England says, here you go, Anti-Trekker. So let's take a look at this picture. Oh, that is funny. So here's a picture from the set of Star Trek 2. And you can see that Ricardo got a good laugh out of it with the little inflatable tattoo, which obviously it's not really a tattoo thing, but they took a picture of Hervé Vallechaize and stuck it on there. That would be great to see a blooper where he goes like have Chekhov coming in and then then Khan goes, yes, welcome to Fantasy Planet. Our Constitution should be written in the original Klingon. That would be different. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that button. Hold on.
I don't care if Monday's blue.
I just love that singing. All right, so wait, German isn't Klingon? Actually, I think they are the same language. Tiki says, don't forget the fires. We got those too. Well, that's true. And in fact, the town I grew up in, Santa Rosa, California, got hit really hard with fires a couple of years ago. Dr. Alex says, check Discord. Of course you do, Dr. Alex, because nobody has any respect for me. Let me go to... Oh, so let's see. Dr. Alex has a audio message for everybody.
Happy Independence Day to you, Anti-Tracker, Michael, and to Bridget, and to Joshua. And I know that really, secretly, in your hearts, you're all just celebrating my birthday. Aww.
Wrong. Let's see. Thank you so much, Doctor. And I will, Mrs. Anti-Trekker is taking a nap right now, but I will replay that for her later. I have tea and cookies. I am a happy bunny. Well, that's good. Did Auntie react when Sassy barked on the stream today? Fortunately, we didn't catch that part so I didn't hear her bark because probably depending on when that happened, if it was after your singing stuff, it was probably when I was prepping for this stream. So England says fireworks are legal in Tennessee. Absolutely true. In fact, I have a huge box of fireworks with mortars and all that. And unfortunately, I can't use them because Auntie would completely freak out. And I've been trying to give them away, but nobody wants them. So what can I do? The quake is big enough to just call Snake Plissken and make him governor of what's left of California. Does anyone know a Windows app that simulates fireworks rather than pre-recorded fireworks on YouTube? I do not, Bird. The store is too far from Anti-Trekker. Boom, boom. This store isn't too far from Anti-Trekker. Boom, boom. Not sure what you mean there. Hitler was a hero. He killed a... What? Are you just trying to get me demonetized? But that doesn't make any sense. Fireworks weren't illegal in my city a couple of years ago. And then England shows a thing for fireworkssupermarket.com. Oh, I've been there. Yes, I have actually been there. It's south of me, but yeah, I've been there. And, but yeah, I'll tell you what, let me, I'll show you guys something here. But first, you know, since Bird of Prey is such a hero to so many, let's take a look at that. I will be right back.
This is the story of the unsung hero of the Klingon Empire, Joe. Joe was the only Klingon in history to dare to call Captain James T. Kirk a coward and live. Joe not only fought the mighty Captain Kirk to a standstill, he also beat the legendary Montgomery Scott in hand-to-hand combat. Joe had a plan to overthrow his commander Kang by tricking Kang into fighting against Kirk. But the fight was interrupted by several Starfleet officers. Joe then made the mistake of trying to fight Spock in hand-to-hand combat. Spock used a Vulcan nerve pinch on Joe, causing severe nerve damage. It was years before Joe could even speak again. To this day, Joe has been unable to walk. However, he has managed to build up a strangely successful singing career.
Alamarine, count to 4, Alamarine, then 3 more. Alamarine, if you can see, Alamarine, you'll come with me. Alamarine, count to 4, Alamarine, then 3 more. Alamarine, if you can see, Alamarine, you'll come with me. Alamarine, count to 4, Alamarine, then 3 more. Alamarine, if you can see, Alamarine, you'll come with me. Alamarine, count to 4, Alamarine, then 3 more. Alamarine, if you can see, Alamarine, then you'll come with me.
Thanks, Joe, for being an inspiration for every brain-damaged Klingon out there.
Yes, Joe is truly an inspiration to us all. So, what was the delay for? And yes, you can see Auntie is actually awake. Good girl. There you go. So, check this out. So I have, these are some serious fireworks right here. I mean, these look like that kind of thing when you set these babies off. And then got these that are doubles so that they fire 2 bursts instead of 1. I have these that are triples. So, yeah, you get the idea. And I got all these wonderful fireworks sitting here. Let's see, here's some miscellaneous loose. I don't know, this box has it's a rocket battery or something. Anyway, all sorts of cool stuff that I can't use. So, because if I set them off, then the dog will completely freak out. So we can't have that. And let me go to... All right, back to the chat here. This is Fantasy 5! Okay. Garnak War Klingon Hort Sich Anders... no idea what that is. He sounds like a computer-generated voice actor. Yeah, Dr. Alex, he kind of does. Alex didn't say happy 4th to us as in the audience. It must mean he hates us. Probably. Wow, Alex, no ego there, really. Miss those Ricardo Chrysler. Yes, fine, rich Corinthian leather. Yes, I do miss those. He was a great spokesman. See, he sounds like some military theme channel sound in YouTube. He sounds like some military theme channel sound in YouTube. I'm not sure that didn't translate well, I don't think. Fireworks used to be a Windows screensaver. That's true. Prefer flying toasters. Okay. I'll take those fireworks. Well, Kronos, come on by, and they're yours. I do love the way that there are always fireworks available in London for my birthday parties. Yeah, I'm sure you love that. That fireworks store, they're all over Tennessee, yes. And they're worth seeing for foreigners. Yeah, they are crazy. It's like going into a freaking, Costco or something, but except that everything is explosives. I couldn't even imagine what would happen when one of those places caught on fire. Very American, yes. Dan is lulling. Yeah, that was great. Second time seeing this one. Oh, you're talking about that's the BIRDOPREY chat. Yes, that is a classic. Yo, Joe, says England. Great. Now the Anna Moraine song is going to be stuck in my head. I don't know why. England is saying kapla. Bruce says, yes, make sure you list all the Kurogan Kerbal who have helped perfect aerospace sciences and physics research. Amy Ritchie is in the house. How you doing? Amy, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, so welcome. And she says, hello and happy 4th to everyone. Thank you. The Brit, July 4, happy Treason Day. The Brit, July 14th. Don't look them in the eyes. Pretend you didn't notice. Okay. And I'm not going to even try to pronounce that last part. Bruce is laughing. Then the chat went crazy on me. In Slovakia, fireworks at homes are allowed only on New Year's Eve and specific time window 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. My dogs do like it, but the cats go crazy, so I'm fine with limitations. I mean, I understand why some areas limit it more than others, but, I personally don't have a problem with the legalization of fireworks. I just don't like when people are dicks about it, like setting off fireworks, at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 days before the 4th. That's annoying. The Alamarine song. Yes. You forget the fact that Joe actually drew Vulcan blood while Spock administered that nerve pinch. Well, that's true. Well, Anchek is going to burn his home down tonight, it seems. Why? I'm not setting off the fireworks. I'm just sitting around. And let's see. You got to show that the non-Americans want you got to show the non-Americans what a fireworks store looks like. Let me see if I can find the inside. Let's see. And let me go. That's like, yeah, I know. Those are like tents. Well, that's a picture that's way too... stupid browser. Didn't mean to click on that. Pyro City. I don't think I've been to that one. But let's see. This is one in Missouri, it looks like, but it's still pretty significant. That's Pyro City right there. But yeah, there's some serious fireworks stores in Tennessee because here, let's see, man, I hate these pictures that are way too small. You think, oh, that's a good one. And then you can't see anything. Anyway, but yeah, fireworks are a big, big deal here. Whoops, I hit that button again. Sorry. Although we got to hear them sing.
I don't care if Monday's blue.
Yes. I guess the meat hasn't arrived yet. Not yet, doctor. Although I'll be honest, I haven't been to the P.O. box in a couple of days just because I've been hurting so much. I will go by there tomorrow and see if it's there. Hector says they look like light bulbs. They do. And the way that these things work is there's an explosive charge in this lower part. So the fuse, you can't really see very well, but the fuse is probably about 2 or 3 feet long, so it comes out of the mortar. You light the fuse, and this explosive charge propels these into the air, and then there's a smaller fuse inside there that sets off this and then this, and it looks like what you see behind me. So, yeah. In a store the size of Walmart filled to the brim with fireworks. Yeah, it is, and it's crazy. Alamarine, count to 4. Alamarine, better lock the door. Alamarine, 5, 6. Get your crucifix. Set them off at Laura's house. I actually talked to Laura today. And it's kind of he's a little sad this 4th. If you happen to see Lord, give him some love. If you see, I don't know if he's planning on doing a live stream or not, but you know, you guys know he was recently divorced. His wife has the kids for the 4th, so you know, I actually called him and offered to give him the fireworks because he likes setting off big fireworks, and you know, he said, "Well, I don't have kids or anything, so no, thank you." And I kind of felt bad at that point. Leave the dog at home. Well, the dog's not going anywhere. But I'm not going to set the ease off in our backyard when it would bother her. Man, sorry. I don't do anything on the 4th other than the occasional barbecue. Larry loves my M80s. I've never set off an M80. And I don't particularly like them. While he's at it, Antracker should show a photo of Brucey's gas station and general stores here in Texas. What is with you guys? You know what? If you want to show off all this stuff, why don't you, Bruce, do your own live stream? Jeez. Let's see. BUCCEE. All right. Brucey's gas station. Holy crap, that's big. Let me see if I can, what's a good picture. That is a huge gas station. That is a stupid huge gas station. Wow. So, congratulations. Texas is officially stupid. 160 gas pumps. That is crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Bruce, never seen that. Yeah, I haven't either. It was German I wrote. Not true. Klingon sounds completely different. Someone said German sounds like Klingon. They're the same. Don't lie. Roman candle was good. Were a good time. Disclaimer: wear eye protection. Yes, Roman candles are actually pretty cool. But these guys, these are the big boys. They're pretty cool. But they're definitely not for letting the kids play with, because those, they do set off explosions like that. So if you screw one of those up and you have it explode on the ground, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Fireworks are big here, July 4th and New Year's. Get Bird to sing Over the Rainbow. What is with you guys wanting to get Bird to sing Over the Rainbow? That's just weird. And Checker, check Discord. Of course you want me to check Discord. Bunch of jerks around here. Let's see. Daniel, what'd you do this time? Do you want to see the most perfect Star Wars fangirl? She likes Comic-Con cosplay, video games, dressed up to turn Comic-Con. She's so perfect. She got married in 2012, and I got into a deep depression. I will check this out, but I'm not going to play her video on this stream because and you already sent me that, didn't you? Yeah, you sent me that video already. I haven't watched it yet, but I did see it. It's like one of those things that I got to get to. I saw you sent me the risk is our business, which I do love that speech. All right, show them outside. It's worth just show them the outside. It's worth just giant gaudy fireworks building. I'll tell you, let me England, if you want to give me the link again so I don't have to sit there and search for it while I'm talking, I'll bring it up. Fireworks stands one step above hobo's cardboard home. Yeah, the fireworks stands are one thing, but the fireworks stores here in Tennessee they're like a Walmart, but they have nothing but explosives. The Midwest here has tons of fireworks stores. Yeah. Smoke them if you got them. Not in the fireworks store. How many fireworks did you buy for the 4th of July celebration? Well, these are actually left over from last year. I bought a ton last year, and these were the leftovers that I was going to use for this year, and now I can't. Giant fireworks superstores are huge inside like a TARDIS. Yes. Let's see. Mr. Miles, we don't have a single fireworks store in my area. You only see temporary stands. That's because in California, fireworks are straight up illegal most of the year. And what is legal during the 4th of July and New Year's seasons suck. Let me tell you, California fireworks suck. Here in Europe, fireworks are fairly moderate. Too many flashbacks for the elderly otherwise. Well, that's the thing. I have a good friend in Portland who he was a Vietnam vet. He did something called being a tunnel rat, which is something you would not want. He was a guy that was literally, because the Viet Cong were well known for having tunnels that they would use to travel around in secret. His job was to go into those tunnels and flush them out. And so he's been through some stuff, let me tell you. And every 4th of July, he has to get out of town. He rents a cabin and just gets away from people. Please don't delete the love stream. Off to work I go, holiday pay. I'm not going to delete it. It will be unlisted, James, but you can view it at antichecker.com. Lucky you, only good fireworks we can get are from the reservation, and the cops camp on the road to take them. Yeah, and that's the thing. And same thing is true in Oregon, and everywhere I've lived until I moved to Tennessee. But in Tennessee, I literally bought these at a fireworks stand like 5 miles from my house. Let's see. You should go hang out with Laura for the night, then take your family to a barbecue and set off some fireworks. While that does sound fun, Mr. Miles, it is also pouring down rain, so not going to happen. Of the 0.0001% of World War II vets still alive. Well, keep in mind that not just World War II vets get PTSD from fireworks. Basically, if you've been in a combat zone, believe me, I've never even served in a combat zone, but they still make me feel a little like once they get going at night, it sounds very, very much like you're near a battle. And so any soldier that's been through live fire training and stuff and bivouac training and stuff knows what that sounds like. And it is eerie how similar the sounds are. Got some tracer rounds for tonight, or as I call them, American fireworks. Wow, that's scary, Drucifer. That's very scary. He's curious though. Not sure what you mean there, England. That's Texas in a nutshell. Yes, very Texas. There's about 10 or 12 of those in Texas, and they sell brisket tacos, barbecue pit nearby. Brisket tacos? Okay. When it comes to live broadcasts, I lack the ability to properly pontificate for prolonged periods. Look, Life with Matthew, if you can write the words properly pontificate for prolonged periods, you could do a live stream. I have every confidence that you could do it. Happy Treason Day, you ungrateful colonists. Thank you, Thundercats. I think. Texas is stupid. Unsubbed. Oh, well, you know what I mean. I mean, come on. A gas station with 160 pumps, do they ever actually have all 160 pumps, like, filled with cars? And if so, why are people going to that gas station and not the other gas stations in town? I don't know. That's a Texas tea story. Yes, that's what it sounds like. Let's see. And, man, I don't know what is up with this chat. Okay. Barbecue tacos, brilliant. Let's see. The kind of volume, the kind of volume you have when you that kind of volume when you last gas for 200 miles. Well, okay, I can buy that. That does make more sense that way. That's a big-ass gas station, absolutely. Texas, go big or go home. Actually, I will say this. Texas has the best steaks. Imagine going to a prepay and learning to look at your pump number with binoculars. Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah, what if you had to go to this? That's like half a mile walk to get to the register. When I think Texas, I think chicken fried steak. I hate chicken fried steak. Driving 10 minutes to reach your pump. Yeah, it seems like you burn gas just trying to get gas. Military parade in the morning, family and friends parties around barbecue and fireworks at night, the only relatively moderate ones. Yeah, because you guys are French. Fireworks stores, why not just set your money on fire and cut out the middleman? Well, Mike, because it's more fun when there's big explosions. Go cheer up Laura with a personal display. I asked if you wanted to do something. He said no. But that's all right. And he's probably going to be hanging out with his girlfriend or something. So and thank you, England, for resending me that picture. So this is the store that he was talking about. This is an actual fireworks store. I've been there, bought a few little things there. It's very easy to spend your life savings in a place like that. A TARDIS full of fireworks, what could possibly go wrong? You see, and I did it again. I feel like such an idiot because we all know that Dr. Alex is on the phone. So why would I actually read any comments that he has to say? So let me get the phone ready here.
A TARDIS full of fireworks. What could possibly go wrong?
Good question, Doctor. Star Trek Discovery Season 3 begins production in less than 2 weeks. Yay. Fireworks, a colorful way of literally blowing up money. Yes, that is kind of true. Texans are just the Tennesseans who said this land isn't wild enough for my taste. Let's see. Hector, that's you actually in Tennessee, but I'm pretty sure they're similar in Texas. I don't know what Texas has as far as fireworks, but that is a Tennessean place. Yes, like I said, I've actually been there. The stores are all over Tennessee, and they all look like that, yes. But the one I went to is actually not too far from your neck of the woods, England. If you drive down towards Atlanta, it's near the border, which there are a lot of those big fireworks stores in Tennessee are near the various borders because a lot of our neighboring states, you can't buy fireworks like you can here. Tunnel rat sounds like a job for a flamethrower. Actually, that would be a very dumb thing to be in a small, cramped tunnel with a flamethrower because you would kill yourself. California celebrates 4th of July with an earthquake. LOL, who am I fooling? California doesn't celebrate the 4th. That's true. I'm surprised they haven't banned it because it's racist or something. Tennessee bled at the Alamo for sure. What? Tennessee bled at the Alamo for sure? Not sure what you mean there. If they enter a chain reaction, they would sink Tennessee 30 feet underground. Oh, if all the stores did, yes. Documentary on tunnel rats is intense. I haven't seen the documentary on it, but like I said, my friend was one. And from what little he's told me about it, that's something that no human being would want to experience. Davy Crockett helped Texas become free. Tennessee and Texas friends forever. There you go. There. About fireworks. Southern California is very dry. We have a lot of stupid people, so fireworks isn't a great idea. We already have fire issues. Well, I understand that, but it comes back to the people are dumb because the government says they're dumb. Met a guy not long ago who remembered almost getting blown up by an American bombardment blowing up his barn when he was 6-year-old kid in Normandy. I got my own shooting range. It's all good. Very cool, Jucifer. But you do have Disneyland. That's true. California does have Disneyland. Texas is basically Tennessee with less vegetation, more heat, more tornadoes, more hurricanes, more floods. Yeah, but better steak. That's the thing. We need better steak here. Tunnel rats had a stress-filled job crawling into a tunnel with only a flashlight and a handgun. No thanks. Yeah. Could you imagine the stress of that? Willem Dafoe's character in Platoon was a tunnel rat. Yeah, I think he was, yeah. Haven't seen Platoon in a long time, but excellent movie. Jerry the King Lawyer has as a store here in Memphis. I don't know Jerry the King Lawyer, but okay. Crockett quit the Congress and said, I'm going to Texas. Did he? Bruce says, yes, they will be filled up. There's 4 other stations in 1/8 mile where everyone is filled up. It's guaranteed to be summer. That's crazy. Fireworks are really damn close to a simulated combat stuff we used to do in the 80s. I can only imagine what actual combat veteran is thinking of during fireworks display. Exactly, and that's why some of them, people that have been through various wars and have PTSD, need to get away from big fireworks displays. In fact, they need to get away from heavily populated areas, period, during this time of year. There's a Busey's by NASCAR racetrack that fills up on certain weekends. Yeah. When I first moved to London in 1992, wait, what am I doing? Again, Dr. Alex, I'm not reading your comments because you're sitting there on the phone, and I'm just, yeah, it's stupid of me. But let me see here.
When I first moved to London in 1992, we shortly thereafter had one of the most intense IRA bombing campaigns ever. I could hear the bombs going off from student residence. Fireworks evoke that. And I have a stick up my bottom.
Okay, well, There you go. I could see that. What's the difference between fireworks and a real battle? Answer, fireworks is for fun and show, while the other one has constant threat of getting shot and killed. Yes, but if you've been through a real battle, then the fireworks remind you, and that's what PTSD is that it's basically bringing back the intense emotional feelings of that battle, even though you're not in that battle. And fireworks are a common trigger for soldiers that have been in intense battles. So yeah, I feel for my brothers in arms that have been through war. This time of year is very, very hard on them. Summer in Texas is March to November. That's where the river stops being entertainment for the floaters. Okay. Fire them out the window. That way they won't get wet. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Anti-Trek. Hey, Anti-Trekker, how's the new computer and the 3D printers going? Well, Brian, new computer's doing great. 3D printers, I got to wait till I can actually stand for decent periods of time and work on them. Anti-Trekker, how's it going? Happy Karoga Independence Day. Yeah, I heard that Karoga has a fake Independence Day today, which is interesting because Karogan's evil dictator said in his live stream that they never were under the control of anybody else. So what? Karoga has just always existed? But then he said, but most Karogans are former Americans, which means that they had to have been someone somewhere. I think that there's a little bit of problem with Karogan dictators rewriting history. And besides, we all know that Karogan Independence Day is not the 4th of July. It's the 1st of April. If it's a gas station explodes and you are other side, you should have enough time to escape. Yeah, true. Auntie sleeps peacefully a meter away from gesticulating loud human, yet is seriously calm or deaf dog. Yeah, she is a very, it's funny. She feels comfortable when she's near me or Mrs. Anti-Trekker. She freaks out when she's not near one of us. So we're comforting to her, which is a good thing. We have, she feels safe with us, so that's good. I bought a quarter stick of dynamite worth of firecrackers once. Took forever to set all those off. Never got into, see, I never cared about firecrackers or M80s or anything because they're not, I like the big pretty explosions in the sky. I don't care about the loud boom. In Fort Worth, they do have Texas Motor Speedway and across the interstate a Busey's. Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of them. That's right, my state fireworks outside of small ones are illegal to sell, but you can drive to Tennessee or South Carolina and get some. That's right, but you should drive to Tennessee rather than help those evil South Carolinians. I'm sorry, I had no idea you lived in California. My condolences. Well, I don't. I grew up there. I currently live in Tennessee. But I did grow up in Northern California. It's like sacred ground area to the god of petrol. You're talking about Texas, yeah. I'm sure California would ban it if they didn't know what Texas would do to them if they did. I know the exact one you went to. I bet just west of Chattanooga. You are right, England. That is the one. Are you suggesting Californians are smart enough to be trusted with fireworks? No. I'm saying that because Californians, they elected a government that they want everybody to have the nanny state government, that we need to tell you oh, don't put your hand on that hot stove. So we'll just make hot stoves illegal because Californians are too dumb to not put their hands on a hot stove. Live with Matthew's taking off. Later all, happy 4th. You too, my friend. I will be wrapping up in a few minutes as well because, like I said, me and Miss Anti-Trekker, Joshua, Auntie, the super dog, as well as Puka are going to be hanging out and enjoying the 4th. Luke says, at the time, bombers who weren't able to drop all their bombs had to get rid of them before recording the channel and landing. Since they were armed, they dropped them where they could. Ouch. Recrossing the channel. I understand. I got what you meant. I have my first memories in Chattanooga. They were trolley that used to be a tourism plaza, a very large HO train layout. Fine memories. Never actually stopped in Chattanooga, just driven through it. It was nice of Dr. Alex to read those for you. It actually really was. Dr. Alex, overall, he's a little weird, but he's a good guy.
Stick up my bottom.
No! Whatever. And what is up with that? All right. The choo choo choo. Okay. Gandalf's fireworks are the best. Well, and see, again, Dr. Alex, I keep forgetting that you are here on the phone, so I need to have you read your own comments.
Gandalf's fireworks were the best. Please put a stick up my bottom.
Why do you keep that? No, whatever. But yes, they were good. DJ says, I'm late. I had a show, but did you hear Birdman sing I Feel Like a Woman? Yes. That was awesome. Bruce says, LOL. Multi-Gunman says, that's a cute puppy. Actually, she is not a puppy. Auntie here, and that is her name, Auntie, A-N-T-I. She is 7 years old. Remember that thing McCoy put on Spock's body when Spock's brain was stolen? I think Auntie Trigger needs that for his dog. Bird feels like a woman. I knew it. Summer dresses explained. Yes, it does, actually. Evil South Carolinians. I'm going to call Herman Schmeckelbeck and report you. No, please don't. Jerry the King Lawyer has a fireworks store here in Memphis. Okay, I've never heard of Jerry the King Lawyer, but cool. Yeah, and I've actually never spent any time in Memphis. I've driven through Memphis twice, but never stopped there. Mercer throws $2 into the chat. Thank you, Sam. And put a normal pick in general on Discord. Wow, I can't speak today. Normal, and for those of you that don't know, is Mercer's cat. And Normal is a very cute cat. Here is Normal, who is going to probably be terrified in a few hours as the fireworks start going off if they're in earshot of you. So make sure, Mercer, that you have Normal in a good, safe place when the fireworks start going. Mr. Miles says, stoves will now be illegal in California. Exactly. Chattanooga is amazing. You should go to the aquarium and look out Lookout Mountain and Paradise Falls and Rock City. I've heard that there's a lot of good stuff there. I just haven't had a chance. I love Chattanooga. Thought about moving there. That's interesting. Yeah. I lived in Fort Oglethorpe a couple of years. I love that whole area, and this nation needs more Rock City red barns with black roofs. Okay. And England is agreeing to that. And then Absinthe and Fine Wine. I don't think I've seen you here before. It says, guess who? That's right, it's me. But I have no idea who me is. So welcome, Absinthe and Fine Wine. Yeah, welcome. Mr. Londell says, I think they mean Jerry the King Lawyer. I don't know who that is. Normal is the official cat of this channel. Well, yes, because Marshmallow, who is our cat, doesn't want anything to do with our channel. So Normal can be the official cat of this channel. Lawyer is the former wrestler and was almost mayor of Memphis. Oh, okay. I don't follow the wrestling scene, so I didn't know that. Luke says, that is a hell of a cute cat indeed. Lawyer beat up Andy Kaufman. Oh, it's that guy. Okay. Mr. Miles says, I have the best pet here. I feel bad for everyone else. Well, Mr. Miles, I think you're wrong. I'm one of the Discord mods. Okay. Well, you see, it's funny because now that you say that, so I see on your mod name is Mod Emperor Absinthe. But I didn't know that was you. So, and that's the funny thing, because people have different usernames on Discord, on antirecord.com, and on YouTube. So sometimes I have no idea who I'm talking to, and they're like mad at me because I don't realize who I'm talking to. So I apologize. And Absinthe is mod, yeah, just said that. Absinthe is one of your Discord mods. Love it. Well, actually, I'll tell you that, and this is absolutely, oh, that's a great picture, Mercer. I will put this one up here. That's a good picture. So it's not that there are too many wrenches, but Captain George, he runs the Discord server for me. He helps the mods, and Absinthe can vouch for this. He's the one that coordinates the mods and does all that. I do almost nothing with Discord. I very rarely get involved with Discord, except for answering messages and occasionally getting in the chat and saying hi to you guys. And I gotta thank Absinthe, the other mods, Captain George, because they make it so that I don't have to worry about Discord. And so thank you to all you guys for doing that, because without you guys doing that, I would just shut down the Discord because I wouldn't have time to admin that. while doing all the other stuff that I'm trying to do. So thank you. Jason is the official shark of this chat. Well, yes, and Jason you occasionally see swimming around back there in there. Let's see if is Jason out there. There's Jason right above the TARDIS. You can see Jason.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday's too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday. I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart.
So Mercer says, put up another pic of Nermal. Yep, I happened to see it pop in, and I already put it up. We never get mad. I get even. That's kind of scary. And we have yet to get the official job hippo for this channel. Well, yeah, I know. What is up with that? But, still working on that. That TV is going crazy. Well, it's just fireworks. Weird that I know you can see the reflection of my monitor there. I wish there was a way to avoid that without totally rearranging the room, which I'm not physically capable of doing. Absent says, you're welcome. I like the piece. I appreciate that. Let's see. Absent the fine wine may never come to France out of fear that the French will drink him. That's true. Without moderation. That is also true. To beer or not to beer? What's the question? Hick. Got it. Why do people have different names on different platforms? Even if you don't make content, you need to maintain your brand. Well, I agree with that, but it's Mrs. Anti-Trekker is the victim of that slightly because she has always been Ebony Mom. That's been her username everywhere she went. It was Ebony Mom, including on YouTube. However, because of you guys loving her so much, she kind of got this reputation as Mrs. Anti-Trekker. So I convinced her to change her YouTube name to Mrs. Anti-Trekker. However, it is she still goes by Ebony Mom on most other platforms. And what's this? It looks like Dr. Alex wants to say something else. What's that?
Tasty. Please put a stick up my bottom.
Okay. More BIRDOPREY 5 cure. We'll finish up when we finish up the stream here in a few minutes. We will we'll play some more of that BIRDOPREY singing beauty. Andy, have you come to terms with the fact that Endgame is unlikely to beat out Avatar? I was rooting for it, but it's not going to happen. But that's okay. It's so close that it's a virtual tie, and so I'm okay. But life is just too crazy right now. I plan to make content one day, but life too crazy. I understand that, Absinthe. Man, yeah, I understand that all too well. Stromer says, greetings, Anti-Trekker and fellow nerds. Happy Firework Day. Greetings, my friend. Captain Cat is plugging a video here of some kind. What is it? Oh, yeah, that's the classic. That by the way, that picture, you did a great job with that picture. Did you do that yourself, Captain Cat? Because I love that picture.
I feel like a woman. Shania Twain. Let's go, girls. Come on. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling all right. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout.
Yeah, that's some classic stuff right there. And so, Absence of Fine Wine is saying Infinity War is better than Endgame. I'm honestly kind of undecided on that because you can't have one without the other. And, I mean, Infinity War and Endgame are really just the first and second half of a single movie. Bruce says, I'm happy that Avatar will be at the top, even though Casablanca is still number one when adjusted for inflation. Wrong answer, Bruce. Number one when adjusted for inflation is, in fact, Gone with the Wind, not Casablanca. So, sorry. And Dr. Alex says...
frequently says, please put a stick up my bottom.
Yeah, well, you do frequently say that for some reason. Says, Avatar 2 is coming. Yeah, I know, not excited. put a picture up as normal as Yoda. Normal as Yoda. Let's take a look here. There is Normal dressed up as Yoda for Halloween. Because cats just love it when you wrap them up in material. Captain Cat says, nope. You did, so you didn't create the image? Where did you do, how did you get that image? Because that was perfectly, I mean, well, it's not absolutely perfect, but it's very well done. That's spectacular, says England. Hector did the pic. Oh, okay, well, Hector, you did a great job with it. BIRDOPREY is sighing. Mr. Biles is saying scary, and the music. Yeah, where'd the music come from? I want to know. Absence says, beautiful singing voice. Yeah, BIRDOPREY has definitely a very special singing voice.
Oh, no inhibitions, make no conditions, get a little out of line. I ain't gonna act politically correct, I only wanna have a good time.
Ah, yes, that is some classic music there. So thank you, BIRDOPREY, for your incredible singing. Let's see. Luke is freaking out. I say, well, actually, let me go back. Bruce says, after Ant-Man and the Wasp, I boycotted everything Disney, and I'm still fed up with them with being called names and then being asked to give them money and watch their stuff. I'm not sure what you mean as far as being called names. Who was calling people names after Ant-Man and the Wasp? If that, I don't know. Maybe that's just a thing. That was Rednek's fault. Let him decide. He let us decide what song for Bird to sing. Well, then, yeah, we'll blame him. Richie says, loved your Galaxy Quest Part 3 review, Anti-Trekker. When can we expect to see Part 4? If all goes well, Part 4 will be ready next week, and then we will be moving on to Captain Marvel. Where would you put Far From Home in terms of Marvel movies ranking-wise? That's a tough one. As far as the second film in a franchise, for example, so if you're comparing, you would be comparing Iron Man 2 to Captain America, the Winter Soldier, to Thor: The Dark World, and Spider-Man Far From Home. I would say Spider-Man Far From Home and Winter Soldier are neck and neck, but I'd probably put Winter Soldier a little bit above it. I actually really liked Far From Home. I know that a lot of my peers did not, but I did. I really enjoyed it. And Bird says he wears a fat suit to stay warm. That actually might be believable if it wasn't for the fact that we know it's not. Gone with the Wind is amazing. I disagree. I find Gone with the Wind kind of offensive. And I understand it's a thing with the times and all that, but that what's her name? The I don't remember what she's like, the maid or whatever. Yeah. I mean, she was not that she was a typical character for back then, but yeah, no thanks. Dr. Alex says,
BIRDOPREY 5 would have fallen for it and said, please put a stick up my bottom.
Okay. Avatar 17. Wow, yeah. Arg, Nightmares. Gone with the Wind 3, directed by Michael Bay. That would be interesting. Bird should sing Wrecking Ball. Yeah, he really should. Check Discord. Posted a picture of my dog, says Rambling. Oh, now we're just going to all post pictures of our pets. That's what it's going to be today. Oh, that is a pretty dog. And so there is Rambling Canucks, Rambler Canucker, or whatever. Hector did the pic and the MP3 posted them on Discord, and I made them into a video. Actually, it's the first video I ever made. Did it for a test to see if I could make videos. Well, you did a great job with it, Captain Cat. So, and thank you, Hector and Captain Cat, for your brilliant collaboration there. The Captain Marvel build-up it was bemoaning all of us, choking on the fact that they ruined Monica Rambeau. Instead, we get the same treatment as critics of The Last Jedi. Well, I don't know if, I mean, 'cause here's the thing. Marvel, I mean, Brie Larson, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Brie Larson. I mean, that's she's been a jerk. She's been self-righteous. All I could say much meaner things, but I'm not going to. But I could. And That being said, I haven't heard Marvel saying these things. I've heard Brie Larson saying these things. And Brie Larson, I have very little respect for. I don't like what they did with Monica Rambeau, but at least Monica Rambeau is not out of the picture. And so I would like to see them. I've said before, the best thing they could do, I think, with the character is if Captain Marvel 2, Captain Marvel fights Rogue and loses, and Rogue puts her in that coma for the rest of her days, and then Monica Rambeau takes up the mantle of Captain Marvel because she admired Carol so much. That I think would make sense. When he says next week, he means next week after a month. Shut up, Mr. Miles. Gone with the Wind is a long movie. I watched it when I was 18. When it was finished, I was 40. I guess Confederate Nostalgia was best selling at the time of release. Yeah, and I understand. It's not everybody that likes. I'm not saying the people that like that movie are racist. I'm just saying that there are things in that movie that I don't feel comfortable watching. I have already made 15 sales today doing nothing. People buy mold kits on July 4th. That's interesting, and congratulations, Mercer. People still watch Gone with the Wind. That's true. I work just to support Normal, yeah. That movie wasn't Spider-Man 2. It was more like Iron Man 4. I disagree, Resolute, because while Iron Man's presence was certainly in the film, Iron Man himself was not. It was clearly a Spider-Man film, and Iron Man and I know some people don't like it, but I kind of like it basically that Iron Man, Tony Stark, is this Peter Parker's Uncle Ben. And so I like the way they've done that. Normal is so spoiled. Well, of course he is. He's a cat. Honestly, I'm loving your Galaxy Quest review just for the positivity. Well, I'm glad you liked it, and I wanted to do something I really enjoyed, and I thank Captain Redneck for bribing me to do it because it's been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, the timing of it was horrible with all my health issues I've been dealing with, but I've really enjoyed doing the deep dive into it, and I'm probably going to alternate between positive and negative movies moving forward because it was fun doing a positive. I got an Alexa. It's so fun. Very cool. Alexa, set alarm 3 a.m. Alexa, call mom. Alexa, order, camping gear online. Luke says Gone with the Wind is offensive. I tend to agree. But here's the thing. I'm not saying that people that enjoy Gone with the Wind are bad people. Same thing like with movies like Breakfast at Tiffany's. There are a lot of people that think Breakfast at Tiffany's is a classic. There are other people, myself included, that find the I can't even remember the name of the character, but the Asian character in that film to be incredibly offensive and won't watch the film on principle because of that character. That's fine. Doesn't mean that the people that like the movie are necessarily racist. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that their tolerance level for that kind of thing is different than mine. So that's kind of how I see it. I don't judge... I don't say a person is racist just because they like something that I might not care for, if that makes any kind of sense. Let's see. If you think Gone with the Wind is bad, try watching Birth of a Nation. I have no intention of watching Birth of a Nation. Why are we late coming up to be with the family? We were posting photos of our pets. Yeah, that's the conversation we're going to probably have. Have a great day and enjoy your first 4th of July. Thank you, Chris. Birth of a Nation was the first film ever presented at the White House. Really? I didn't know that. Marvel didn't have to say it. They just made a pedestal for Brie Larson, never kicked her flat butt off of it. Well, here's the thing, Bruce. Marvel, it's not like Marvel sat there and, Brie is going to run her mouth, and I think they were testing the waters with it. I think they were just letting her run her mouth to see what was the reaction from the fans. But the fact that they didn't get directly involved, I think also speaks to the fact that they don't want to engage in that kind of crap. But Brie is going to do it. She's an activist. And so, yeah. But I'm not going to blame Marvel directly for the actions of Brie unless she was doing it with the endorsement of Marvel, which she wasn't. Captain MKG, and I still don't know. To me, it always looks like Captain Marketing, but I don't know what the MKG stands for. But Captain posts a picture of his cat, Lily. That is a close-up picture of Lily. And Lily looks like an evil cat that is going to rip out your eyeballs. Although probably a very sweet cat, I'm sure. Mr. Mouse and Intro, okay, I got to get this showing my pet thing. Send a picture of Freya. I know Freya. Freya is your puppy. Let me bring up Discord. And where is it, Mr. Miles? Yes, those are those big puppy dog eyes on Freya. That is Mr. Miles, the official editing dog of the Anti-Trekker channel. You should rename Freya to Edit. See how smart I am? All right, Captain Marvel 2, The Electric Boogaloo, yes. Which mostly because President of the time, Woodrow Wilson, believed in Southern revisionism. I didn't know that either, but I am not a big historian. Is Freya invisible too, Mr. Miles? No, well, you can see Freya actually, yeah, you can see Freya. I saw the post-credit scenes for Far From Home on YouTube. Well, that's too bad, but I did like the post-credit scenes. But we're not talking spoilers until next week. Scientific Line says, what up, jerks? Had to take movie recommendations from someone who loved Captain Marvel as much as Anti-Trekker, but saw Spider-Man Far From Home, and you were right. This time it was enjoyable. I'm glad you liked it, and I thought it was a fun movie. And I will tell you, one of the big fights in the movie, I'm not going to spoil anything here, but one of the big fights, the mind-blowing thing about it is if you thought that the mirror dimension fight from Doctor Strange was cool in its weirdness, they take it 100 times further in this. And I didn't think they could. But holy crap, it's so crazy. The Fed throws 20 fake Australian dollars into the chat. Thank you so much, The Fed. I do appreciate that. Says, morning from down under Anti-Trekker. Here's a little something for your 4th of July. May you be well stocked with fireworks, booze, and food today. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate it. And I am. Unfortunately, I'm actually too well stocked in fireworks because I can't set them off because poor little Auntie would freak out. LOL, now Bird's Alexa is going nuts. Yeah, Bird is sitting there going, son of a bitch, right now. Done with my work, now to drive home. All right, Kyle. Luke says, Anti-Trekker, have you examined the movie's production details, etc.? There's no doubt that the intent and reasoning behind it. It's literal KKK-loving Confederate nostalgia. That said, I get why peeps might like it anyway. I can separate intent and end result. Well, I haven't seen the movie, so yeah, I can't speak to it, Luke. But I get that it had that intent, which is part of the reason that I have no intention of seeing it. Says Mickey Rooney is offensive. Well, he absolutely wasn't that. The closest I ever got to being offended at a movie is how they treated Luke in The Last Jedi. Oh, that offended me. That really did. I will watch the Raimi movies again or read some comics. You're welcome to, but don't think, I mean, I don't know why there's all this hate coming at Marvel, like suddenly Marvel has gone woke because of Captain Marvel. And until they start making every Marvel movie into a woke fest, I'm not going to buy that. Because Captain Marvel, yes, she's a feminist character, but she's one character. And if that's as far as they go with it, I'm fine with that. So the Captain Marvel movies are going to suck compared to the others. But if it does start turning into, like, if the next big Avengers movie, the whole thing is like that stupid girl power moment in Endgame, then yeah, I'm out. But I don't think that that's going to happen. Was that a Last Jedi cup? It is. You got a sharp eye. I got this in the theaters when I saw Last Jedi, and it's a handy cup. I mean, you know, I'd just as soon it be something else, but I like this type of cup. It's the right size, and yeah. I mean, seriously, it's his nephew. I know, and I don't blame you. You're not wrong about Lily, and MKG are my initials. Oh, okay. Did not know that. And it's Freya, not Freya. Sorry, my friend. I did not know that. So Freya. That bothered me too. Norse card revoked. Hey, never claimed to have a Norse card. Although I tried to ignore it, but he kept saying Freya. I'm sorry. I am truly sorry. I did not realize it was Freya. And I don't like mispronouncing names, but yeah, I'm only human. Anti-Trekker must not have Nordic blood. I am completely Scotch-Irish. I'm 100% Celtic. Anti-Trekker is horrible with Norse names. Yeah. Free Freya. I pick one more pic of Normal on General Discord. All right, we'll put one more picture of Normal because you're obsessed with your Normal, but I can't blame you. Normal is an adorable cat. There we go. There is Normal. Normal, pretty much looking like she is falling asleep. Is it he or she? It is falling asleep. I was talking about Gone with the Wind. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that either as far as I was thinking, you were talking about Birth of a Nation. But yes, I haven't seen either of those films because with Gone with the Wind, I've seen enough the scenes with the Mammy character, and I was like, no, not interested. And with Birth of a Nation, just hearing about the background of that film, I was like, no, not interested. No, Antrick is not horrible with North names. He pronounces Thor okay. Well, that's true. I can do that. Marvel didn't go woke. They went cheesy. A stinky, pretentious, cheesy name, Brie. Well, that's the thing, England. I think that Brie was a horrible mistake, but here's the thing. Marvel's got a pretty damn good batting average if you look at their movies. Yes, not all their movies are perfect, right? There are some movies that I wouldn't say are bad, but are less than great, like Thor: The Dark World, not a great film. Iron Man 2, not a great film. Right? There are several films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that are less than stellar. And Captain Marvel is clearly in that list. However, their overall batting average is that they have not made a single movie that is horrible. Even Captain Marvel, I would not say is horrible. And even a lot of Captain Marvel's detractors, or people that are traditionally attacking woke type films, will say, it was bland, right? It was boring. It was not good, but it wasn't bad. And that's kind of the general consensus of Captain Marvel. The funny thing about Captain Marvel is that it had some great elements, like the whole Nick Fury thing up until the eye scratch, and some other great things that are in that film. However, it also has Brie Larson, who stunk up the place every time she was on screen, which is kind of interesting. Now I'll say, oh man, Mjolnir, or I don't even know what that other word is. So yeah, Captain Cat, probably not. You're supposed to see more like or not or. Oh, shut up. I'm not. Yeah. Normal is a she. Okay, I wasn't sure, Mercer. So yeah, obviously not intending to be a jerk about it. I just genuinely did not know. And of course, once again, Dr. Alex has something to say. What is it, Dr. Alex, this time?
So cute. Please put a stick up my bottom.
Okay. Cats are murder machines. That is also very true. Uploaded pics on Discord of my kitties. What is up with you guys and pictures of kitties and stuff on Discord? Or at least we're not talking about bad things. So let's take a look here. That was a little hard to see there, but yeah, okay. Okay, so I see which way the cat's facing now. That is a happy cat right there. Right in front of Bass Ackwards. What such a beautiful, beautiful picture. Some lovely cats, my friend. They are. Mr. Miles shows a couple of bucks into the chat. Thank you, Miles, and says, give Miles a raise. Sure thing. All we got to do, Mr. Miles, is get more people to watch the videos, and you will get a raise. So, yeah. So there's your job, is just all we got to do. If we can get up to 1 million subscribers on this channel, then Mr. Miles is going to be rolling in cash. So that's what we got to do. I mean, obviously, that's the plan. Let's see. Since Hulk #1, they whiffed that one so bad, people seem to forget it was one of the first the MCU. I don't think it was that bad, honestly. I think Incredible Hulk was an attempt at doing, it felt to me like a sequel to the Bill Bixby series. And I actually enjoyed it for what it was, but I like the Ruffalo Hulk more. But I don't think that Incredible Hulk was a bad film. It was out of step with the rest of Marvel, but keep in mind it was only the second Marvel movie, and they hadn't really decided on a Marvel flavor yet. However, the Iron Man kind of light tone was what they ended up going with, not the more serious tone of the Hulk. Think about it. If Hulk had been a big, big hit, then the MCU would have looked a lot like Batman v Superman. So I'm kind of glad that that didn't happen, because that wouldn't fit Marvel.
Have you identified the super chat of what happens to the live stream when Mrs. It arrives? Question mark. Please put a stick up my bottom.
Yes, Dr. Alex. Actually, there is a list of the super chats on antitrekker.com. BIRDOPREY, because he didn't want people to have to guess all the time, put the list there. So I'm not sure what number is what, but you can consult that list, because I honestly, all my files just say 1, 2, 3, 4, so that I can't cheat. Although I know number 23 is my favorite. I can't review Thor: The Dark World because I always fall asleep. Thor Ragnarok was excellent and fun. Yeah, and that's the funny thing about Thor, is that really his character was okay, but not a lot of fun until Ragnarok. And the thing I like is that if you look at Thor's 3 appearances, his last 3 appearances, Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame, has been Thor's best stuff by far. Now, some people don't like Fat Thor from Endgame. I thought Fat Thor was great. I also really liked Thor in Infinity War, and Thor showed that he is the mightiest Avenger. He is the one and only person that could overpower Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. So, Absinthe says, give Miles a pay cut. Well, YouTube has already done that by, kind of deplatforming the channel a bit. Cats are aliens from another planet. They've been observing us for thousands of years to determine if we are worthy of joining the galactic community. Be nice to cats. Well, actually, we learned on Futurama that they're actually looking at stealing our the energy of the Earth's rotation so that their planet can be fixed. Actor says, is this still going on? When Bird says the stream is ending soon, you better start saying kapla. I know, I gotta get better about that, because I've been running way too long. I said I was going to wrap it up about 45 minutes ago. Gone with the Wind focuses on telling a story of an arrogant Southern belle who is a bitch to everyone and gets some karma backfiring. She ends she ends up staying in her lovely plantation. Yeah, if that's the story of the movie, I'm glad I never bothered to see it. Mr. Miles wants to see the Hypno-Turd, and you're going to get a very special Hypno-Turd, because you're going to get one presented by BIRDOPREY 5.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday's too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. On Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sundays always comes too late, but Friday never hesitates. I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday's, Wednesday's heart attack, Thursday never looking back. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Oh, man. Sorry, Mr. Rob, but I had it set up that way so I couldn't change it on the fly. So I kind of got stuck. I'll tell you what, but since you're so angry, I will let you pick another super chat, 1 through 25. Okay, just to calm down the crowds and prevent the riots before we wrap up. Let's see. What's his fixation with sticking things up his bottom? Well, he's English. That's really it is. Yeah, and no, he doesn't stick anything in there. British have a stick from the womb. That's true, too. We need a controller up the bum kid as a gift to play every time Calix speaks. I saw some Birth of a Nation during film appreciation class in college. It was described by the lecturer as one of the most racist films ever made, and it was. Well, not surprised. Richie says, short-haired Thor is offensive. Shouldn't he have long hair? I don't think it's offensive, but I think Thor looks better with long hair. So I was glad I actually like Fat Thor's look better than short-hair Thor. But But I liked short-haired Thor's story. I liked his arc, and I think that Thor finally became an interesting character, starting with Ragnarok. Nermal and I watched Rogue One today. I like Krennic as a villain. I thought Krennic was okay, but quite frankly, since they were going to have Tarkin and Vader in it anyway, we didn't need another villain. Mr. Londell says, totally agree with you on Thor. He should have went for the gauntlet hand instead of the chest or the head, as Thanos suggested. Yeah, I think that would have been a smarter move. But I still like the fact, because here's the thing. I really appreciated and that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about Fat Thor. The reason for Fat Thor was because he didn't go for the head. Thor, of all the characters, everybody had that kind of survivor's guilt at the beginning of Endgame. But Thor was the one person who could have prevented the snap had he been using his brain just a little bit more instead of being just so damn angry. And so had Thor thought about what he was doing and went for the gloved hand or went for the head, then the snap never would have happened. And of course, Mr. Miles is furious because he had to get BIRDOPREY's wonderful singing voice mixed with Hypnoturd. And Saturday's great. Not Friday. Fake news unsubbed. I'm still waiting to see evidence of spinning AOC Super Chat rewards actually exists. The spinning AOC Super Chat reward, yes, it absolutely exists. It's, I believe it's an UBERCHAT, isn't it? I think so. Burn it all to the ground, says Mr. Mouse. Wow. America wasn't created for fake Hypnoturd. I like Krennic. How he seemed both full of authority yet not exactly ready for all the stuff going down. I don't know. I just... Again, I think he would have been better had they not brought in Tarkin. Because with Tarkin and him, he felt like a sniveling little brat. You owe me a proper Hypnoturd Lex Dicey. All right, fair enough, Miles. Antrigger, like to see the Rhino in the next Spider-Man movie. I wouldn't mind seeing Rhino as well. I also want to see Scorpion. Yes, Thor became an interesting character, and it was partly undone for Endgame, his character development. Disagree with you there. I liked him in Endgame. Strange could have prevented it. How it should have ended showed us. Yeah, well, except that, and this is kind of funny because I know people also they point out that Strange cut off that one dude's hand at the beginning of Infinity War. So why didn't he just do that to Thanos? And it's a little bit trickier than you would think. You can't create the portal around his arm. He would have to create the portal and then force his arm through it. And Thanos is no dummy. So I don't think that it would work. So open the portal door under Thanos so gravity pulls him down, then close it midway. He could prevent himself from being killed using the Reality Stone. Krennic represents the red tape of the Empire. I agree with you. I don't think Krennic was horrible. I just don't think that he was necessary. Strange not using the Time Stone was idiotic. Well, but then again, remember, Strange looked at 14 million potential ways that the battle could have gone down. And the way that and so Strange did what he did because he knew for a fact that was the only way that humanity would survive. So that's it. I mean, if he went through every potential future, and I mean, we can second guess and say, well, this would have happened, but then what we can't say is, well, how would Thanos have reacted? Would he have done something different? Because keep in mind, with those Infinity Stones, he could have killed Strange very easily, because Strange is just a normal human, and Thanos was not trying to kill people. The only person that he was going to straight up murder was Tony Stark, and that was because he knew Tony Stark was a threat, and Strange bargained for his life, and Thanos kept his word. So I don't know. I want to fully play out the Hobgoblin story. That would be interesting, and do the black suit to Venom. Well, here's the thing, England. I would like them to do the full deal, first of all, I want them to bring in the Fantastic Four, bring in the X-Men. Do that over the next, say, 3, 4, 5 years, right? Then do Secret Wars. so that you have the remaining Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men versus all the villains, right? And that becomes Secret Wars. During the Secret Wars, you do in fact bring in the black suit the way it originally was. And then in the next Spider-Man movie, just like in the comics, Reed Richards figures out that it's a symbiote, and we go through the whole thing with Venom. And so that, I think that could work. Normal's favorite is Mantis. She could take Thanos hand to hand. Mantis actually had a chance. She as long as Thanos isn't being distracted like he did by Star-Lord. Also, how it should have ended brought up a good question. If Thor had put his hammer on top of Thanos while he was on his back, would it pin him to the ground for not being worthy? Well, Film Theory did an interesting video on that, arguing that Thanos would indeed be worthy. Because keep in mind that worthy, quote unquote, does not necessarily mean good. And so when we look at Mjolnir's abilities, it's based on what Odin would consider worthy. And Odin himself, we saw in Ragnarok just how shady a past Odin has. But if you look at, they were trying to look at what are the things what is it specifically that made Thor worthy in the first Thor film? Well, his willingness to self-sacrifice for a greater cause. And Thanos was absolutely willing to self-sacrifice for his cause of saving the universe by eliminating half of all life. And so Thanos could be argued was not a true villain. He was just a person who didn't have any reason to take pause to the destruction of life. The questions of what if are infinite. That's true. Secret Wars would be great. I would love to see a Secret Wars movie. In fact, I think Secret Wars would have to be at least 2 films, maybe 3. First, don't be silly. Peter Quill would have had just as much guilt had he not been snapped. Second, I love Fat Thor, but I dislike Whiny Thor. It's Jake Skywalker level cannon break. Yeah, Whiny was a bit much. Like when he cried to Mom and stuff, I didn't like that. The Thor being broken over the snap. Like when I had no problem with any of Thor's behavior when he was in his man cave with Korg and Meek. But I also want to see more of Korg, by the way. But I think that when he was whining to his mom, I think that was a bit much. Worthy is whatever Odin thinks is worthy. What villains were left to be in Secret War? Marvel kills them off in every movie. Well, but here's the thing. If you look at the Beyonder is the living embodiment of an entire universe. And the Beyonder is certainly beyond the concept of time and space. So he could revive any villains he wanted to. Mr. Miles says, oh my God, just realized Thanos, South Park. Thanos wore his cause on his paws, but didn't call it a scos. Okay. Mercer says, I never took the Kobayashi Maru test until now. What do you think of my solution? Well, Mercer, I haven't seen you take it, but I know Spock's solution was tragic. But with that, guys, I am going to wrap it up because it's 4th of July, and I'm going to hang out with Mrs. Auntie Trekker and Joshua, and Auntie is going to continue to sleep. And so you guys have an awesome rest of your 4th, and if you are in another country, you're welcome.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday's too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. On Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love.